Today on Rappler. Passengers of the missing sub are confirmed dead after debris is found near the wreckage of the Titanic. Titanic director and deep-sea explorer James Cameron says he wishes he had sounded the alarm over the submersible's hull design. The Marcos administration proposes a budget of 5.7 trillion pesos for 2024. Ateneo tops Philippine schools in a prestigious university ranking. Meta says it plans to end access to news in Canada. Pop star Kesha settles the defamation lawsuit brought by her former producer Dr. Luke, whom she had accused of rape. And former 21 member Sandara Park drops details for her upcoming solo EP. The U.S. Coast Guard reports the tourist submersible carrying 5 people to the wreck of the Titanic is found in pieces from a, quote, catastrophic implosion that killed everyone aboard. A Canadian robotic diving vehicle discovers a debris field from the submersible on the seabed, some 488 meters from the bow of the Titanic, 4 kilometers beneath the surface in a remote corner of the North Atlantic. 5 major fragments of the 22-foot Titan are found in the debris field, including the vessel's tail cone and 2 sections of the pressure hull. No mention is made of whether human remains were sighted. The Titan, operated by OceanGate Expeditions, had been missing since it lost contact with its surface support ship on Sunday, June 18, about an hour 45 minutes into its 2-hour dive. Movie director and submersible maker James Cameron says he wishes he had sounded the alarm earlier about the submersible Titan that imploded on an expedition to the Titanic wreckage. All 5 aboard the vessel were killed. Cameron became a deep-sea explorer in the 1990s while researching and making his Oscar-winning blockbuster Titanic. Cameron says he was skeptical when he heard OceanGate Inc. was making a deep-sea submersible with a composite carbon fiber and titanium hull. The cause of the Titan's implosion has not been determined, but Cameron presumes critics were correct in warning that a carbon fiber and titanium hull would enable delamination and microscopic water ingress, leading to progressive failure over time. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. approves a national expenditure program or a proposed budget for 2024 that's 9.5% higher than the current government budget. Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman says Marcos and his cabinet had approved the NEP set at 5.768 trillion pesos. She says the budget would, quote, prioritize expenditures that will sustain economic growth, bearing in mind inclusivity and sustainability. Pangandaman adds they would submit their proposed budget to Congress weeks after Marcos' second State of the Nation address on July 24. Congress, mainly composed of Marcos allies, will then scrutinize the proposed budget. Ateneo de Manila University tops Philippine universities in the 2023 Times Higher Education Asia University Rankings. Ateneo ranks 84th in its debut appearance at the THE Asia Rankings and is the only Philippine institution in the top 100. Meanwhile, the University of the Philippines places in the 201 to 250 bracket, and De La Salle University ranks in the 501 to 600 bracket. Mapua University, known for its engineering programs, ranks beyond 601 on THE's 2023 Asia Rankings. Ateneo University President Father Roberto Yap says the feat is, quote, a product of years of hard work of the entire community, recognizing its faculty, staff, and students. The THE Asia University Rankings 2023 included 928 universities. The universities were assessed based on teaching, research, citations, industry income, and international outlook. Meta Platforms says it plans to end access to news on Facebook and Instagram for all users in Canada once a Parliament-approved legislation requiring internet giants to pay news publishers comes into effect. The legislation, known as the Online News Act, will become law after receiving royal assent from the Governor General. The law was spurred by calls for tighter tech company regulation and to prevent platforms from edging out news businesses from online advertising. The act forces platforms to pay news publishers for their content, similar to a law passed in Australia in 2021. Facebook says news has no economic value to the company and its users do not use the platform for news. Meanwhile, Google says the bill remains, quote, unworkable and says it is urgently seeking to work with the government on a path forward. Pop star Kesha settles a lawsuit brought by her former producer Dr. Luke, who claims she defamed him by accusing him of raping her. Terms of the settlement are not made public and neither admit wrongdoing. The agreement comes over a week after New York's highest court handed Kesha a significant legal victory. The New York Court of Appeals found Dr. Luke is a public figure, and he would need to prove Kesha acted with, quote, actual malice in order for him to prevail in his 2014 lawsuit. The court adds Kesha should be allowed to file counterclaims against Dr. Luke for emotional distress, punitive damages, and legal fees. Kesha says she is, quote, looking forward to closing the door on this chapter of my life and beginning a new one. Blackjacks, get ready for an exciting comeback. Former 21 member Sandara Park is gearing up to release her first solo EP in July. Sandara's agency Abyss Company announces her self-titled digital EP Sandara Park will be available on July 12 at 5 p.m. Manila time. It also releases a teaser unveiling a park-themed visual concept, giving fans a glimpse of the artistic direction of her solo project. The solo EP marks her first music release since her departure from YG Entertainment in 2021. Sandara rose to fame in the Philippines after finishing as the runner-up in the talent competition show Star Circle Quest in 2004. She debuted as a member of 21 under YG Entertainment in 2009. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Liu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.